You did a very good job. I'm proud of you. Good morning. I have to go milk, so let's get all my stuff together. I had most everything last night, but I was in such a hurry that I did forget a couple things. So let's make sure I do it right this time. The first thing that I forgot were just some clean washcloths. Luckily I had kind of a gross rag out there, but clean washcloths. I don't have a measuring tablespoon, so I'm just going to use this one. This is for their dewormer and minerals. They have an herbal dewormer that came with them, and I just have to put this on there. So needed something to measure with. Then we have our first milking bowl. This is just really easy for me to, manipulate and stay with her to milk into. And then this is the reservoir bowl. As you may have seen last night, I would milk into this smaller bowl and then pour into the big one whenever it got close to full or when she started kicking or something, so I didn't lose any milk. So that it's just ready to go when I come back in. I have our canning funnel, a stainless steel strainer, and I've got this big old jar, which is really too big, but it'll be fine. Last thing I need that I didn't have out there already is some hand sanitizer. This is just a spray version by Hello Bello. I got it at Walmart. I usually keep it in my diaper bag, but we haven't been going anywhere recently, so it'll go out in the goat barn. Alright, let's go milk. That's a good girl. Oh, excuse you. The previous owner had them eating a special kind of grain, so we're using this to transition them over to our feed. And here's the reason I needed my spoon. We have Molly's herbal formula. It's funny that the stuff actually smells really good. And then we also have minerals. I'll do probably the same amount just because I don't really know how much to give them. Well, that was hard picking her up by myself, but she was not getting up on that step. So she's on the stand now, so I need to milk. Oh yeah, you're very full, baby. Oh gosh, that's been a little bit much. Here we go. Once I trust her more, this will be a lot easier because I can use both hands. But for right now, I really don't want a lap full of milk. This is exactly why I wanted such a tall stand, so that I can stand up next to her. Because this is much more comfortable for me. Because I'm so tall, sitting down is kind of awkward because then I'm bent over and it's uncomfortable. Girl, doing such a good job. I had to take a quick break to get the fan going. It's getting hot in here. Alright, that's the last little bit. Good job, Goaty. Yes, you did. Good job. Thank you for your milk. Okay, now this part of the process is what's so crucial in preventing mastitis and just really taking care of your animal. And it's something that I think is overlooked a lot of times. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna go milk them, and then they're milked out and they're good. But I have dealt with mastitis before and it was not fun. As someone who has breastfed, I know how uncomfortable even a clogged duct can be, and I'm not about to inflict that on my dairy animal. Step one, I'm just gonna clean her off. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna clean her off a little bit. Then I'm going to use this Dynamint Mint Udder Cream. This stuff is seriously the bomb. It is great for getting their production up, and she hasn't been milked on a regular basis, so she's only ever produced milk for her one kid, which is now older and wasn't drinking that much, so I'm trying to get her back up to close to peak, as close as I can get. Good girl. There you go. Another step is massaging this udder. This is kind of a wellness thing for me, at least. I want to make sure there's no big clumps in there or lumps that I can feel. This also helps get her production up because it makes it feel like baby is still hungry and trying to get more milk out of the udder. Alright, good job, girl. Okay, now that I've given time for that cream to dry a little bit, I'm going to take this teat dip. It's iodine mix, or iodine solution, and I'm just going to get it all over her teats to keep from any bacteria getting up in there and causing mastitis. Alright, and that's really it. I'm going to let her off the stand, and then I'm going to go inside and process this milk. Good goat. You can get down. Come on. Do you need help? There you go. Good girl. You did a very good job. I'm proud of you. I'm really going to have to get a basket or something so I can carry all my stuff back in the house. Come on, goats. Let's go. Come on, ladies. Good girls. Chill it. This is the milk from last night. I didn't want to just toss it out. I'll take it to the chickens later. Okay, I'm gonna leave this milk to cool off, and then we're gonna have a taste test. Okay, the milk is good and cold. I refiltered it. Jerry had to go and buy coffee filters because we didn't have any. Actually, we did have some, I just didn't know. So now we have a lot of them, but we'll use them. I am a little
nervous to taste the milk just because I have had really goaty milk before and it's not great. It's not terrible. I would drink it if I had to, but it's not our preference. When we had dairy goats before, we had a La Mancha Nubian cross named April, and her milk was seriously the best. It tasted like half and half creamer. It was like perfect. She's like the goal goat. To achieve that flavor again would be awesome. Here we go. Honestly, it tastes a lot like store-bought, like, cow's milk. There's a little something to it. I don't really want to call it goatiness because that sounds bad, and this doesn't taste bad at all. It's not half and half though, that's for sure. We have bought some really good hay. It's perennial peanut hay, and we bought a nice, good, locally milled, non-GMO feed, and that will play a lot in what her milk tastes like. So now we just have to give it a little bit of time for her to eat enough of it for it to change the flavor. Not bad. It's pretty good. Very average. But hopefully that will be changing soon. That's gonna wrap it up for today. Until we meet again, bye y'all.